Hello, my name is Kenley Wallace, and for my biology lab project, I will be presenting Dr. Joan Murrell Owens, a very important African American figure in biology. First, we will go over her early life. So let's get started. Miami, Florida is where Joan Murrell Owens was born in 1933. She had an early love of the sea and became passionate about it. Perhaps those family fishing outings on the weekends rekindled her interest in the ocean. Her dream of becoming a marine biologist was evident from an early age. Now we will look into her education. Miss Owens went to 3 different universities for education. Fisk University in 1954, the University of Michigan in 1956, and the George Washington University in 1972. Although she went to all these universities, none of them offered what she really wanted, the one program she really wanted, which would be marine, really anything on marine education. They didn't offer marine anything at all. There was none of that. Sorry, marine biology. Now, enough about her education. Let's talk a little bit about her family. She does have quite the family tree. Her parents were William Murrell and Leola Murrell. She was the youngest of 3 daughters, so of course she was the baby in her immediate family. Later in life, she got married to Frank A. Owens and had 2 girls with him after, now known as Adrian Lewis and Angela Owens. With time, her granddaughter Shara Johnson came along as well. Now you would think, because she's known for her amazing discovery in biology, that her main career or her only career would have to do around marine biology. But actually, she had many different experiences with her careers. But one thing they all had in common was that they all helped her expand her passion to teach. Miss Owens worked as a teacher at the Children's Psychiatric Hospital at the University of Michigan for 2 years. Later in 1957, she became a member of the Howard University faculty in Washington, D.C., where she focused on teaching remedial English. Later in life, after she built her credentials, she became a marine biologist. Now, as I was saying earlier, and this is what you're here for, let's talk a little bit about her discoveries and contributions. Joan Murrell Owens has contributed a lot, not only to the world, but to the Black community as well. She was the first African American woman to be awarded a geology PhD and changed our knowledge of the button coral's evolutionary relationships. She categorized 3 new species, a kind of button coral, and the genus, I'm going to try my best to say this, Rhombopsamia. Now, with these very successful discoveries of hers, of course she would have to be awarded or honored in some way. But first, we're going to take it back a little bit. Now, when she went to Fisk University, she was set back by the limited programs there. Yet she didn't let that stop her. Since they didn't offer a program in marine science, she majored in art and had a double minor in math and physics. After being awarded those degrees, she went on to get her master's, which was a Master's of Science degree in guidance counseling with an emphasis on reading therapy. Surprising. I just thought she was a marine biologist, but there's so much to her. Nevertheless, she never lost sight of her childhood ambition and returned to school 16 years after receiving her first degree. In order to study marine biology, Owens merged courses in zoology and geology. As a result, in 1985, Owens became the first African American woman to receive a PhD in geology. At the lovely age of 51, Joan obtained a PhD in geology and joined the Howard University faculty after years of study, research, and teaching. In addition to realizing her dream of becoming a marine biologist, Dr. Owens was a committed, enthusiastic teacher who enjoyed imparting knowledge just as much as conducting research. Later in life, Joan married Frank Albert Owens on June 30th, 1973, at the Ebenezer's Methodist Church in Miami, Florida. Then on, they had two daughters, Adrienne Lewis and Angela Owens, and they also have a granddaughter, Shara Johnson. With all great people, great lives come to an end. Joan Owens died on May 25th, 2011. She was survived by her sister, Willette M. Carlton, her two daughters, and her granddaughter. Although she is no longer with us, her contribution will never be forgotten, as biologists are still looking into her work and expanding on it.